Okay, now clearly, you could go to 3 waves fitting here, or 3 half waves, right? 3 arcs, because an arc is a half wave, or 4 arcs, or 5 arcs, you know. Any number of arcs can fit in here, right? Which means you can get a fundamental frequency, which I talk about here, which is the frequency of this. It's the fundamental mode. It gives you a fundamental frequency, which I call F sub 0. Okay? Now, then you have double that frequency. When you do this, because, of course, your wave is half as long, so it passes in half the time, giving you double the frequency. Then you would have 3 of these, right? So now your wave would be 3 times as long as it is here, giving you triple the frequency. Then, with your guitar, for example, well, a string, a guitar string or piano string, when you pluck the string or hit it with a hammer, like on a piano, I mean the hammers of the piano, you can hit it with another hammer, it doesn't sound good. Okay? The string actually simultaneously oscillates in the fundamental mode, this mode, the mode with 3, the mode with 4, okay? Mode with 5. Okay, this is called your fundamental mode. Those are called your overtones. Okay, this would be your first overtone or your second harmonic. Now you read your book and see all these names, okay? Or just read the chapter summary, you'll see all the names, okay? The sound of the instrument, a guitar sounds different than a piano. Because in building the piano, you build the piano to reinforce certain modes of vibration. Okay, when you build a guitar, you shape the guitar the way it is shaped in order to reinforce certain modes of vibration and make the guitar sound like a guitar, or a violin, or a banjo, okay, a lute. Different stringed instruments have different kinds of shapes. Violin shape is kind of close to a guitar shape, but you're producing the tone by, you know, stimulating the string in a different way than by plucking it, okay? So there are subtle differences in the shapes, okay? Now there's a big difference in a guitar shape and a banjo. Banjo is just round, okay? And then you have waves in woodwind instruments. They're sound waves, they're longitudinal waves. In a string, the oscillations are perpendicular to the direction of the string, right? Those are called transverse. Sound waves are compression waves. High pressure, low pressure, high pressure, low pressure. That's what your ear picks up. And the pressure differences cause your eardrum to experience rapidly varying forces, which cause it to vibrate, and then your ear amplifies that, sends it to your brain. Okay? And you design those instruments.
How does an electric guitar work?
Well, it just picks up the vibrations with an amplifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Or a microphone inside, essentially, and runs it through an amplifier, and then does all the things you would do to make it sound the way you want it to sound. And you have control over that by first the design of the guitar, and then the electronics in your amplifier. And you have things that you can change. You can change capacitors, and you can vary capacitors mainly, and resistances, stuff like that, to get different effects. So you can do a lot more with the effects of an electric guitar than you can with an acoustic guitar. Now that's not, off the top of my head answer, but I think it's fairly close as a framework. The details, I don't know. I've never worked with the electronics. And you wouldn't want me to.
Hey, you never know.